Good evening, good evening, good evening. Noswaith dda. Croeso to my channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Farmer Ben here, back with the incredibly outrageous accent. The silly little saluting men like that one there between the houses, and general advice and help and whatever else have you. This video not necessarily so much of a general advice one. It's the plan is that it will be a bit about the challenge event and summons and so on and so forth. So we got a challenge event out now. High noon. And so on. Now, let's just very quickly have a look at what is going on. So at the moment on Legendary, we have Legendary. You have the mighty Scarecrow up at the top there, Android 2020, Juxtaposed Camel. I must admit, my son always calls him Juxtaposed Caramel, but that's my, yeah. Yogi. So you've got quite a few Alliance leaders up there, actually. I think is that all 4 Alliance leaders at the top there? Quite possibly. Ludwig von Houten, who's obviously having a very good event, because I've seen him on a few of the other ones. And here I am. I'm down at number 14. I'm not... so I made a different decision with this challenge event. So I thought, right, I'm going to get Legendary out of the way, do it first. Blitz my way through it. And I did pretty well. Oh, that's not my team. How am I looking at these? So, so it went pretty well. I went 2 reds and 3 purples, and there's my team. There we are, all set up. So it went pretty well, whizzed through it, did all the damage, used a lot of bank battle items. Oh, I'm 41 in the world, look. Gosh, I'm doing well at the minute. Surprised. Then I went on to do Rare. So Rare is the one I am most competitive with, as anybody who's ever seen me before will know. You will see there that I am first by a reasonable margin. It doesn't mean anything at this point, but I'm keeping fingers crossed. Maybe I'll get away with it. Who knows? There are some other strong players out there who I haven't seen yet, and I keep looking for them, and they know who they are. But I can't see them at the minute. Anyway, so that's where I am. I'm first on this one, and which is a good place to be. As I am first, I will be honest that I've changed my team, so people don't know what I had. I didn't actually use this team. It wouldn't work on this event because it's a yellow reflective event, but there we are. And lastly, we've got Epic. So Epic is the only one I haven't completed yet. My plan is to complete Epic. Ludwig van Houten, see, I said he was having a good war there. Ultraviolet Sheep, Scarecrow, Warhammer, Juxtaposed Caramel again there. So there's a good range. I think Juxtaposed Caramel, I keep saying it now, my son does. Scarecrow, Juxtaposed Camel, and both top 10 in all 3, is that right? Oh, no, Scarecrow's not top 10 on Rare. So Juxtaposed Camel, currently top 10 on all 3, which is really good going. So, yeah, fair play to Mr. Camel. Fair play to Ludwig van Houten. Is Ludwig van Houten? Yeah, Ludwig van Houten is in the top 10 as well. So there's 2 players in the top 10 across the board. Ludwig van Houten having an excellent event. So well done, Ludwig. Yes, awesome stuff. Anyway, so we're going to the stages. We were on the last stage. Now you can see I've got some reasonable scores. They're not amazing. What I found with this event was because of the what do we call it? I can't talk today. Because of the mercenary event, which was in the middle between this and the last challenge event, I'm actually quite short of battle items, which is really for me is key to getting a high score. So finding out I was short of battle items has made it quite a bit harder. And has left me in this sort of position where I, particularly on Epic, last time I managed to push for top 10. This time I'm going to aim for top 100, which is obviously still fairly high, but not going to go for that hard. You'll see that down the bottom I've got my battle items in place. I've got better crossbow than that. Stupid of me. Yeah, so it's a key point there, which I just accidentally made, is always try and make sure you've got your best weapon selected. I ended up with one of... So actually that's stupid because I've done most of the missions with the same team, so I obviously haven't had the best guns on them, which is really silly. My logic here is battle items wise, so I'm going to go for flame bombs, to speed things along a little bit, get everybody burning, crisping, and what else have you, along with Astrid's attack, which will do the same thing. Healing kits to try and keep everyone alive, because it's quite tough, and the healing will keep me in the game. Mana potions and minor mana potions. Basically, for the last level, my plan is the last wave is to keep Rana charged and try and let the bosses kill themselves, whilst I keep my guys alive with healing potions, with the healing kits. That is my plan. It's not going to be terribly fast, but it should be, fingers crossed, it'll be reasonably effective. You'll also see that the 2 red heroes I got, the 2 red 4-stars, are not that leveled up really. 44 and 1 on the 4th Ascension. It'd be nice to get them powered up a bit more, but at the moment I've been working on Thrasher, sorry, get the two confused, who is on my my legendary team, but who is nearly fully done anyway. So let's see how we get on. Like I say, it's not going to be about speed so much as patience, keeping everyone alive. I will still get, if I can keep everyone alive and reasonably healthy, I should get a decent healing health bonus at the end of it, which is one of the things you do get in challenge events. So it's worth trying to keep your heroes fairly healthy. I'm going to chuck in a flame bomb here. This was another part of my plan I haven't actually got around to explaining yet. The idea being, if I chuck the flame bomb in on the first few, the bosses, I really am going to be sort of reliant on Rana's counterattack, just taking them down bit by bit. On the approaches to it, I'm going to just try and speed through the levels a little bit with the use of the flame bombs, just to sort of keep them crispy and burning. No point in I'm not going to sort of try and blast my way through with tons of battle items, which, sometimes, I don't know if you see me doing that on these videos, maybe. I do sometimes just sort of go, right, battle items, and just throw like 5 grenades and 5 flame bombs and 5 everything. And then before you know it, you can basically skip a wave. So like I could, if I used enough grenades and flame bombs and possibly flashbangs or the poison darts or whatever, you can basically skip a wave, so you just get through it instantly, more or less. That is quite a good speed tactic, but the downside is, particularly on this kind of stage, it does leave you very short of anything for the boss, and the bosses are really going to be quite tough because it's the last wave. And as I say, even if you beat them, you often end up losing heroes or whatever else. So it is always a bit of a balance to keep things going. I'm waffling a little bit as I'm going along because I'm sort of trying to half think about what I'm doing as well in the game. The moment I'm not having to think too much, which is good because thinking is overrated. But I'm not thinking too hard about what I'm doing. I'm just letting it all flow, keeping the board moving, keeping my heroes alive. Now, we're on to the bosses. Now, Rocky, unfortunately, really doesn't work too well with Rana on this because he gives them a chance to miss, and that's really something I'd rather they didn't have. I'd rather they, on this one, I actually want them to hit. But there we go. So my first one now, what's his name? I can't remember their names, so I'm going to be referring to them as Yellow Cowboy, Purple Girl, and Blue Cowboy. They are going to start hitting me now, and I want them to start killing themselves. Luckily, the only one whose name I can always remember is Wyatt, who is the healer. He isn't in this. He is not here, which is good because he is very, very annoying. Now you can see my Rana is out of energy now, so I'm just going to re-top her up. They're not burning anymore, so let's get them back on fire and throw in the next load of things. Unfortunately, he's hit the wrong hero. Can't do much about that. Kind of want him to hit Rana or one of the ones who's got the counter-attack up. But, you can't always have it that way. Let's see who she hits. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, she's done the same. That's rude. Really rude. So that's going to be another healing kit going in there. Check this. I'm always targeting the middle one because he's the one who's getting the least tile damage, generally speaking. If they're still burning, which is nice. Oh, I should have got my counter-attack ready there. That was stupid because he actually has hit everyone now. Daft. The trouble is you can't get the staff. This is what I always say. So I'm going to do this. This will get throttle ready. I'm going to get Rana ready as well because I can see Yellow Cowboy's about to go off. Go, Yellow Cowboy. Yeehaw! That wasn't bad. I thought that was a pretty good cowboy impression. No comments. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to get... Now, hopefully nobody's actually dying here, so I'm just going to let them go. They've got mana speed boost, but that's not necessarily that much of a bad thing for me on account of me wanting them to hit me within reason. Yeah, Blue Cowboy and Purple Girl are ready, so Blue Cowboy can go off next. Hopefully he'll do a fair amount of damage to himself. And Purple Girl has hit the wrong hero. So I do... Oh, nuts, I've just realised Yellow Cowboy's about to go off. I didn't actually pay attention there. Yellow Cowboy's now gone off as well. Purple Girl's about to go off. Purple Girl goes off a lot, I tell you. I should actually read what her skill is, but she does seem to go off all the time. There we are. Purple Girl's gone off, and I'm out of health kits. So now some of it is just going to be keeping Rana and... or trying to keep various heroes alive. Rana wants to be ready here. I'm going to have to sort of hope that they don't hit or Rocky, because if they do, he will die, which would be a shame. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would be annoying. Yep, there we are, he's dead. At least he was hit by the one who hits everyone, because now he's out of the game anyway. It wouldn't make any difference. It's not going to be a particularly high score, as you can tell. Firstly, it's taking ages. Secondly, I've lost a hero. It's a bit of a struggle. I might well end up trying to replay this and do it a little bit better. We'll see. As I say, I'm really short now on battle items, which is kind of limiting my options quite a lot. Okay, that should... Oh, I thought that'd kill him. Tell you what, these guys are earth. Right, there we are. Yellow Cowboy's dead. I think that will kill Blue Cowboy. Yep, Blue Cowboy's dead. I need now really... I need to keep Rana going, which isn't happening right there because there is enough, just about got enough to keep her charged. Because I want her to throw this back at them. Bang, 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 and ping, 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 ping. And Rana's dead, but so is Purple Lady. So not particularly effective. I mean, it's got me through it safely without using, used a lot of battle items, but they weren't ridiculously expensive ones. Very low score. That's lower than my score for the final level on Rare. 46th, which, actually that should be reasonably safe, I would have said at this stage. I'll have to keep an eye because I do want to stay top 100. I'm not pushed, like I say, I've decided at this point, simply because I'm running out of battle items, not to push for top 10. Top 10 is lovely, but I just am running out of all of the battle items which would get me there, really. Things like flame bombs, grenades, power boosts, all those kind of things. So I will probably just be, for this one, I am going to be happy with where I am. So the usual sort of, it's always worth trying to complete every tier of challenge events because you can get plenty of stuff from them. The field camera, the surgical kits, those are really handy. 46th, like I say, it probably will be enough to keep me there. I may have to keep a bit of an eye on it as we move forward. So in theory, at least, I should stay top 100 on all three tiers. Top 10 at least, I would hope, on Rare. Fingers crossed. We'll see how that all pans out. So now the bit of the video. Now it's really important for this bit of the video for me to say what I'm going to do now is use up my summon tickets, which I gained on this event and the last one. This is very, very likely to be disappointing. So the moment I've got it planned so that I can go out on my bike and go for a nice ride and let off all the stress and disappointment. Oh, Yellow Cowboy's called Cooper. Look, there we go. So here we are. Let's just quickly review the heroes before I do my summons and reach the inevitable disappointment. Cooper, he does a lot of damage. Yeah, he does. He's very, very good. Oh, he recovers charge of the target's killed. Yeah, really powerful. He's a good sort of snipery man. Wyatt, I love Wyatt. Really good hero. A lot of health recovery, and they receive a small amount of charge, which is, yeah, really good. Again, Calamity, can't really think, don't really know much about Calamity. 225 targets damage nearby enemies. 28 mana generation down. Reasonable attack anyway. Yeah, reasonable sort of attack. Vasquez, oh, that's Blue Cowboy Vasquez. Hey, Blue Cowboy. Rebellious Rampage, 195 to all down. All allies regenerate a moderate amount of charge. All allies resist charge effects for 3 turns. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? Useful. I still think that Wyatt is probably the best one. And Purple Lady, whose name is actually Marigold, Pepperbox Surprise. 210 damage to the target, steals 20% charge from the target, which is why that she always recharges so quickly. Target gets minus 48% defense against purple for 3 turns, which would be really, really good against things like yellow war machines and yellow levels. So actually, I would say Marigold and Wyatt are the 2 best. Now I've got enough to do 5 summons, so let's see how we get on. Victoria, yay. And next one, Catalina. This is going to be so disappointing. A lot. Oh my giddy aunt. Right. And bang, Sparrow. Leapfrog. Wow. That is awful. Even by my standards, that's awful. 5 duplicate 3 stars. There we are. I'm not going to spend any coins on it because it's obviously not going to give me anything anyway. How infuriating. How much is it to do a coin summon? Go on then. 1 coin summon. Below me neck. There we are. 6 summons and I got 2 lots. That is rubbish. Absolute rubbish that summons was. There we go. Like I say, I'm going to go out and let off some steam on my bike now, go for a nice long ride, and just forget about the summons and pretend they never happened. There we are. So thank you very much for watching. Good luck to you with the challenge event, unless you're trying to beat me on rare, in which case just take it easy. Chill, man. Just relax. Good luck with the challenge event, as I say, and good luck with your summons. I hope you have more luck than I just did. Take care of yourselves. This is Farmer Ben saying thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell everybody else. And may death come swiftly to your enemies. Take care. Bye.